TGS just happened, and we have Dragons Dogma 2 gameplay. Also Yakuza, but that's for the next video. Anyway, as some who may have known, I am a fan of the original game. I played it on the PS3 way back when I was a wee lad. So, I am happy to see, finally, we're having Dragons Dogma 2. 90-minute gameplay deep dive. Let's go. I'm tired. I just finished the stream not too long ago. And I'm a little bit hoarse in the voice, but so let's go. Okay, grabbing is as much as I remember. So, I was a magic archer when I first played Dragons Dogma. Or, you know, I feel like I might want to mess around with magic this time around. The Griffin! Bastard.
Hello everyone, I'm Hideaki Itsuno, the director of Dragons Dogma 2. Dragons Dogma 2 is a narrative-driven action RPG set in an immersive fantasy world designed to place player choice at the heart of the gameplay experience. The action gameplay is designed to challenge your creativity, and although this is a single-player adventure, AI-controlled companions will accompany you throughout the experience. Today, I'd like to show you a little of what you can expect from the world of Dragons Dogma 2 with this new gameplay footage.
I believe it was called the Pawn System, right? They were called Pawns? It's been such a long time. But yeah, this game doesn't really have multiplayer. Even the last one didn't have multiplayer. As fun as it was, the Pawn System was pretty interesting, considering in Dragons Dogma 1, if you had an online connection, you could recruit pawns from other people. You could even send your pawn out. They will come back. They might get a level. I believe they got a level. I do know as they sometimes can bring back some neat stuff.
In Dragons Dogma 2, up to 3 AI-controlled beings called pawns can join you on your adventures. Players can choose from 4 starting vocations that determine how they will play.
Starting.
Of course, you will be able to change your vocation at any time by visiting vocation guilds.
Okay, so you're not locked in.
Let's look at the fighter vocation. Wielding a one-handed sword and shield, the fighter excels in melee combat.
As is tradition.
As a fighter, you can cut down enemies with a sword and protect yourself and your party using your shield.
The way everything is moving is so good and flow as well.
As we keep going, we can see some harpies in the distance. As an archer, you'll be better suited to take down enemies above you. Let's see what they can do. The archer is a vocation that uses a bow and arrow to attack enemies from a distance.
No shit.
That
wizard's floating,
including exploding or blighting arrows.
Look at that wizard.
You can also aim at your
Look at that
enemies
sorcerer.
like a third-person shooter. The monsters of Dragons Dogma 2 behave organically in the world around them, and will even react to players by using their wits against you.
Okay, how?
Next, I would like to show you the mage in action. Mages excel at long-range magical attacks, as well as healing and support spells that bolster your party with various enchantments to give allies an advantage in battle.
Okay.
The more advanced and powerful the magic is, the longer the incantation will take.
It feels more supporting, but then I see that and that's pretty cool.
In addition to the pawns you adventure with, you will occasionally act with other inhabitants of the world.
What's this? We're trapped.
Up. Troll. Or ogre? Okay.
Lastly, let's take a look at the thief.
Thief.
As a thief, you use daggers to strike at your enemies, relying on agility and quick attacks.
Speedy boy.
Use Swift Step to quickly move away from enemies after an attack.
And the climb!
The key strategy for the thief against massive monsters is to find openings and cling on to the enemy to deal damage.
Is he the only one that can do that, though, this time around?
Fighting head-on is always an option, but it's a good idea to utilize the environment around you while engaging with enemies. Between your chosen vocation, diverse terrains, and the particular monster you're up against,
no. The knight
each
can't
encounter challenges players and their party to use their creativity to succeed.
That's funny.
Two nations prosper in the world of Dragons Dogma 2. Vermund, the human kingdom, and Batal, the land of Beastren. In Vermund, the Arisen who slay the dragon have ruled as kings for generations. This land of lush meadows and rolling hills is ripe for exploration.
Pausing real quick. So, one thing I'm trying to remember is, I'm not going to spoil Dragon's Dogma 1, because things happen with the whole king slaying dragons motif. I'm wondering if we're going to get like a repeat of that story, or something very similar. Curious how that's going to turn out.
In contrast, Batal is a rugged canyon nation with a city built on the site of ancient ruins. It is home to the Beastren and their unique culture. The nation of Batal offers players a different experience from the human kingdom, with diverse environments to explore and monsters to encounter.
I feel like birds are somehow going to be annoying.
In your adventures, you might come across people who call out to you.
Have you some business with the apothecary, sir?
Other times, you might receive quests from people who you aid.
Thank heavens. Thought I'd ne'er make it. If I might be so bold as to impose upon you again, would you be willing to accompany me to the cenotaph and safeguard me from harm?
Pawns with knowledge of a quest may be able to guide you to the right location, but it is up to the player to decide whether to follow them or not.
Yeah, pawns can learn.
Pawns support you throughout your adventures and may come to your aid when you are in trouble.
And with hope!
To complete your quest,
Trust me,
you can
bro.
ride
I'll
ox
catch you.
carts to travel to major locations. But be aware, as you might get attacked en route to your destination and have to decide how to tackle the situation. During the ride, you can choose to close your eyes to quickly arrive at your destination.
Fast travel. Okay, standard.
Time is ever passing, even while riding an ox cart.
Okay, how's
and
the
the environment
nighttime?
around the player constantly changes.
God, it's so pitch.
Nighttime is especially dangerous.
Yes. It might be really hard to
With
see
no
on the
light to
video, but
illuminate your
it's,
surroundings,
yeah.
you will be enveloped in pitch black darkness where you can't even see your feet.
Skeletons!
Also, there are dangerous monsters that only appear at night, so you need to be careful when adventuring in the dark.
Oh yeah, nighttime is spooky. Oh, light shield.
If you have a camping kit, you can find a campsite to spend the night and recover your health.
Good evening, Arisen.
Not the voice I expected, but lovely nonetheless.
'Tis the honor of my life to share your journey, Arisen.
To wrap up, I'd like to introduce some advanced vocations
It's almost already
that become available
Mystic
as
Spear
you
Hand?
progress in the
Magic
story.
Archer?
The
Magic
Mystic
Archer!
Spear Hand combines magic attacks and weapon-based physical attacks.
Okay, maybe I might be a spear hand.
A good all-rounder, they use their duo spear at close range and magic at long range. They can also use magic to block an enemy's movement or throw multiple items at once.
If you jump into the air very high and land down, I'm going
The
to laugh.
Magic Archer is a vocation that further specializes in long-range
Yep,
attacks with
that's
magical
very familiar to
arrows.
me.
On top of healing
Hate
and
and
providing
fire.
support to your allies, they can learn a skill that releases a powerful attack over a wide area in exchange for reducing their own maximum HP.
Oh!
And of course, there are other unique vocations you can look forward to. We have a playable version of Dragons Dogma 2 at the Tokyo Game Show Capcom booth. Depending on the
I wanna
choices
play
they
it now.
make,
No
each
demo?
player can experience very different playthroughs. We're very
Give me
much
a
looking
demo,
forward
man.
to the impressions of those who get a chance to play. Dragons Dogma 2 is being developed for PlayStation 5,
Okay, Steam.
Xbox Series X,
Okay, I'm good.
Xbox Series S,
Hey.
and Steam. Please stay tuned for more information. Thank you.
Music! I can't wait for this game. I can't. It's... Oh, I really hope they live up to the dragon fight again in this one. Oh my god, the first I just realized was out almost more than a decade ago.